What's up with the YouTube? You understand me? Back at it again with another one, my friend. You did. I'm talking about, yeah, man, we in here again, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said on the last video, what was my last video? Oh yeah, beefing is Boosie. You feel me? If you beefing, you Boosie. But on the last video I had to let y'all know I was toe up, so I've been out for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. You know what I'm talking about? We finna get back to it. You feel me? Guns out so y'all can track the progress. Know I'm in the gym. I ain't just, you feel me, telling y'all to do it and I ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? We in here for real. Um, you know, let me see. I got a list full of topics, right? I should have picked the topic before I hit record, but I'm buzzing. And if my voice sound a little, you feel me? I got a new shiesty. Shout out to Carhartt. You know what I'm saying? It's a little funky on the forehead. Maybe it's just the way my head shaped. I don't even know, but we gonna have to. I might have to throw this John in the washing machine in the dryer so it could shrink, and then I could, you feel me, make it real scully. But we gonna make it do what it do, man. You know what I'm saying? Glad to be back, man. Sharing some game. You know what I'm saying? But you know how we do here, man. Let's get straight to it. Keep it player, man. Shout out to the player posse. Shout out to the player party. You know what I'm saying? It's very player of you to tune in. And it's also, you know what? I gotta remember to say this, man. I really ain't trying to beg, but this is what you supposed to do when you're on YouTube. So, you know what I'm saying? Do a player a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and drop a comment down below. You know what I'm saying? It's very player of you to do one, two, or all three of them things. You know what I'm saying? Speaking of player, we gotta get to kicks of the day, fragrance of the day, book of the day. Let's do it. You dig? So me, man. Shout out to that man Michael from the House of Jordan. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna start with the Nina Delfinas. You know what I'm saying? We got the good old red and white nines. You know what I'm saying? Nines is one of my favorite J's, man. You know what I'm saying? I like nines. I like 11s, 12s, and 13s. They're my favorite J's, man. Like, you feel me? Almost any colorway, any style. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking with them. Some of the colorways I ain't rocking with, but like I said, 9s, 11s, 12s, 13s, real bangers. You know what I'm saying? And these right here is tough. Patent leather. You know what I'm saying? Good red. Red my favorite color, hence the lighting. You know what I'm talking about? Can't go wrong with these, bro. Good support if you want to hoop in them. You know what I'm saying? They kind of flat, but I ain't tripping though. You feel me? Like I'll rock with the nines. You know what I'm saying? Good 2-3 on the back. You know what I'm saying? Good sole, good bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Good uppers. Just a good shoe. You know what I'm saying? Nice and snuggy uggy. Yeah, man. Jordan 9s. Holla at your boy. And one of my AKAs is Wapo Polo. You know what I'm saying? I stay polo down. You feel me? The draws, the socks, the beater. You know what I'm saying? The PJs. I stay polo down, but that ain't nothing new. But fragrance of the day. Ralph Lauren Blue. The Blue John. You know what I'm saying? Polo Blue. This is a cool little fragrance. This is like what I like to wear to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Just a cool little regular fragrance. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. I don't know how I would compare it to the other colors. But this is just like a cool, the color indication gives you a little bit of when you should wear it. This is more of a summertime, outside, daytime fragrance. You know what I'm saying? Beach type fragrance. So, shout out to Ralph Lauren. You know what I'm saying? Whenever you want to sponsor the kid, you know what I'm saying? Wapo Polo, we can make something happen. You know what I'm saying? I do got the physique to be modeling the attire. You know what I'm saying? So we can make something happen. Shout out to Ralph. You know what I'm saying? Let me know when you're ready to do something, player. And the book of the day, The Mastery of Self. The Mastery of Self. Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. You know what I'm saying? That I do off the Don. So you feel me? It's only right that Don Miguel Ruiz Jr. wrote another book that I'm into. You know what I'm saying? The Mastery of Self. Another book that of course, yes. It was an audio book that I listened to. Don't worry about what I be doing. Just know that I'm absorbing the information. You know what I'm saying? So get that hate out your heart. Don't worry about how I do it. Just make sure you do it better than I did. You dig? That's what this channel is about. Giving you the keys so you could do it better than I did, my friend. You know what I'm saying? But master yourself. Pretty self-explanatory. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going. I'm gonna stop giving y'all synopsis on the books that I got in my library that I'm trying to get y'all to read, and I'm gonna just have y'all read it. You feel me? It's up to you if you want to, you know what I'm saying, digest this game. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Philip Brandon Gilmore. If you want to digest this game, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and get the book, get you some water, get a nice little place that you could, you know what I'm saying, get the vibe right and read and get you some info. You know what I'm talking about? Book of the day. Master yourself. Okay. Like I said, I didn't pick a topic before I started getting on here chopping it up, but I told y'all I need to hurry up and get these videos out because I've been on a quick little hiatus because I was injured. So let me go ahead. Don't trip. Let me just walk to the board real quick. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all not used to me leaving the seat. You know, y'all like looking at a player, but let me go ahead and just randomly pick one. Dun, 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 dun. Here, see, look, this we gonna have the crickets. This we gonna have the crickets. You know what? I'm doing this one. Be a man of your word. Because that's one of the most important topics anybody could learn, anybody could talk about. Be a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're going to do something, you better do it. Don't make a promise that you can't keep. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be out here talking, running your mouth. Because as a man, all you got is your word and your respect. You know what I'm saying? They go hand in hand. And the third thing you got is your nuts. All right, that's all you got, man. You got your word, your respect, and your balls. All right, don't compromise any of them three for nothing and nobody. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be a man of your word. Being a man of your word gets you places. You know what I'm saying? Being a man of your word garners respect. Being a man of your word builds trust. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that men need to be successful in this world. You know what I'm saying? When you're a man of your word, that means you're a man of integrity. That means when you say something, people can take that to the bank and cash it like a check. You know what I'm saying? When you're a man of your word, people are more inclined to do stuff for you and be on your side. You know what I'm saying? When people know that you're not a liar, you know, it's hard for somebody else to bring down your character. You know, people like to talk about people behind their back, but it's hard to talk about somebody that people know have a high level of integrity. It's hard to talk about somebody that people know stand on what they say. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you know me, then you know the type of person I am. You know, if I say something, I mean it. If I say something, it's as good as done. You know, I'm so into being a man of my word that if it's something that I want to do, but part of me is holding back, or if it's something that I know I need to do, but I haven't done yet, I will speak it out of my mouth. I don't even have to tell nobody. I can say it to myself. I can say something as simple as I'm going to the gym today. If I said it out of my mouth, now I have to do it. Even if nobody's around, because that's how much a man of my word I am. I'm going to go to the gym because I spoke it. I said it. I put it out into the atmosphere, so it needs to get done. You know what I'm saying? Women respond to that. That's very player of you to be a man, to be a man of your word. It's very player of you to say what you mean and mean what you say. You know what I'm saying? One thing women want from their man is an amount of certainty. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to know the whole plan, but they have to know that you're going to do everything you can in your power to make whatever plan you set forth happen. You're going to achieve whatever goal you set out for. You know what I'm saying? They want an ambitious man, but more than being ambitious, they want one who's going to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? Going to college was tough. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't easy. And, you know, I was on academic probation before. You know, I done had situations back home that made me want to stop and go back and handle some business. You know what I'm saying? I done had situations where, you know, COVID hit and I had to stop for a minute and I had to come back. You know, it was tough financially because, like I said, I was transitioning from one life to another. So, you know, I had 1,000 excuses, but I set out to do something and I couldn't stop until I accomplished it. And I did that no matter how long it took me. You know what I'm saying? My journey ain't everybody else's journey. Some people get it done like that. Some people take a long time. Mine took how long it took me to, you know, to accomplish, but I did what I had to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Anybody know if I say don't do this, people are most likely not going to do it because they know, hey, he's serious, and if you do it, he's going to get upset and he going to do something about it. You know what I'm saying? Or if I tell somebody, hey man, I got you, don't worry about it, I'm going to do this for you, they know for sure 100% without a shot of a doubt I'm going to do it for them because I said I would. You know what I'm saying? That's why I have long lasting friendships because I've never backdoored anybody. I've always been straight up and honest with the people in my life, in my circle, the people around me. You know what I'm saying? I've always done my best to do for others, even though it may not be the way that everybody else does it. I have my own way of doing for people and being there for people. And I've always been a solid rock for people because I'm honest and I keep it real. That's how people talk to me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to do this here because I'm not just talking. You know what I'm saying? This is all real. This is all authentic. You know what I'm saying? And this is something that you could ask about and people will tell you, yeah, no, he's serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of my attributes. I'm a very serious person. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, I'm funny. I got personality, you know what I'm saying? All that, but I'm very serious, man. When I talk, I don't just be talking, you know what I'm saying? That's why I don't talk a lot. That's part of the reason why I'm covered up because I'm not somebody who's just going to be talking to any and everybody because I don't know you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to know a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how people are. People be fake. People be lying out the, oh my gosh, lying. Top tier, most boosiest thing you could do. It's not very player of you to be a liar. It's not very player of you to lie. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? So being a man of your word is very important. You know, and it makes you move a certain way. You know, it makes people speak about you in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? It makes people speak to you in a certain way. You know, people are less likely to play with you when they know how serious you are. People are less likely to to try to throw smut on your name when they know you're an upstanding man. When they know that you mean what you say, and you say what you mean. You know what I'm saying? When a job knows that, hey man, I'm gonna get this done, and they can just walk off and let you do it, that means something. That's how you get promoted. That's how you get more opportunity. You know what I'm saying? When you on a sports team and you tell your teammates, I'm going to do this, and you do it, that makes them believe in you that much more. That makes your coaches believe in you that much more. When you tell your girl, you don't got to worry about this, I got it, or I'm going to be here at this time and you be there, or, you know, I'm going to be here for you when this happens and you there for them, that means something to her. You know what I'm saying? That's what she's clocking in her mind. You know what I'm saying? And when times are low, that keeps people's faith in you because they say, hey man, I've never ever seen him not do what he say he gonna do. I've never ever seen him go back on his word. So, you know, he may be down, but he ain't out. You know what I'm saying? He may be doing bad right now, but I know something good around the corner because he gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Um, you know, you want your, you know, as a child, as somebody's child, you look at your parents different when they say one thing and then don't deliver. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at your parents in a certain light when they say something and you know that you can count on it. You know what I'm saying? So be a good parent to your kid. If you say something, mean it. And make sure you pull through for them. Whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, part of that is, hey, man, sometimes you might bite off more than you could chew. But, hey, you bit it off, so you got to chew it now. You in it. There's no turning back. There's no other option but to complete the mission. No matter how long it takes, no matter what you got to do for it, even if you got to sacrifice a little bit of yourself to make it happen, you got to do that. And that makes you watch what you say. That makes you more cautious with your words. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't just be out here talking, saying anything, man. You know what I'm saying? Because then now you just look like a goofy. You like a fool. And don't nobody want to talk to no goofy or no fool. Don't nobody want to hear from no imbecile. You know what I'm saying? People don't respect that, man. You gotta keep your respect at the utmost peak of itself, and by being a man of your word, that's how you maintain that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Being a man of your word may seem petty at times. It may be like, man, I know I said this, but there is no but. As a man, you gotta stand on that. I don't care what it is. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you got to be a man of your word to yourself, to build yourself up, to get yourself further, to accomplish more for yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to believe what you say when you say it. And you have to make it happen. You know, you're going to feel a certain sense of accomplishment as a man when you do these things. You know what I'm saying? We're here to produce. You know what I'm saying? And telling yourself to be better is the first step to being better, to putting action to being better. You know what I'm saying? You got to do whatever you got to do, man. You know what I'm saying? If you don't believe in you, you can't expect somebody else to believe in you. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, be a man of your word, be a man of integrity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't stress enough how important it is. Like, you know, when people get accused of something that they didn't do, you know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. He wasn't a man of his word. For some of y'all who don't even actually know the true origins of the story, there was a young boy in the village. He would go out in the woods and play. And then he would run to the villagers like, oh my gosh, a wolf, a wolf, a wolf. And all the villagers would get scared, run in the house and look around and be like, oh, wolves are coming. And he'll laugh and be like, oh, I'm just playing. And he did this time and time and time again. Until one day, he was out in the forest and there really were wolves. And he was screaming for someone to come help him. Wolves are attacking. Wolves are trying to attack me. Wolves are trying to attack me. And the people of the village was like, man, that's that kid again, man. Here he go. We not finna move and shake on your behalf because you do this all the time. We know you full of it. Ain't no wolves out there. Guess what happened to the little boy? Done dotted. Kerplunk. He got deleted. You know what I'm saying? He became a feast for the wolves. But you know why? Because he went time and time again saying, the wolves are after me. There's wolves coming after me. I'm being attacked by wolves. And people came to his rescue. People moved and tried to protect themselves until they got tired of him. Was like, bro, you're not being real, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's no wolves until the time where it really was wolves. When he really did need the help. When the villagers really did need to move on his behalf. And he didn't because he blew it. You know, you don't want that to happen. You don't want to be, you know, always saying you're going to do this, you're going to do this, you're going to do this. You're going to stop doing this, you're going to quit this, you're going to quit that. And then never actually do it or never actually stop or never actually quit. People going to stop believing in you. Then when you talk, people just going to look at you like, man, when is he done talking, bro? I'm just going to let him talking and just keep going on with my day. You know, then you'll become a nothing in people's minds. Because they can't trust what you're saying. So there's no point even having a conversation with a person like you at that point. What are we talking about? Because I know anything that come out of your mouth is going to be BS. It's going to be straight trash that you don't mean. So I don't even want to converse with you. You know, that's what you do when you cry wolf. That's what you do when you go back on your word. That's what you do when you don't uphold what you say you're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, that's terrible. You know, as a kid, you can get away with stuff like that because you're a kid. And, you know, the expectations of kids aren't the same as the expectation of a man. You know what I'm saying? There's a difference between trying and doing. You know, I don't like to say I'm going to try to do something. It's either I'm going to do it or I'm not. And you got to have that same intention with your words, with your thoughts, with your actions. You're either going to do it or you're not. It's either happening or it isn't. It's not, oh, I'm going to try or I'll see what I can do. I'm not saying it if it's going to be something I have to try. I'm not saying it if I have to see what I can do. You know what I'm saying? Saying that is better than not saying it and telling somebody you are going to do it and then not delivering. You know, it's better to say, hey, if you're not sure, then let them know, hey, man, I don't know if I can do that. I'm going to do my best, but I don't know if I can do that. Keep it real. Don't put an expectation on something that you can't fulfill. But man, it's either you gonna do it or you not. Don't cry wolf. You know what I'm saying? You gotta handle your candle. Or don't bring it up. You know what I'm saying? And as a man, you're supposed to produce. So it's in your best interest to make promises and deliver, because that's how you build value. You know what I'm saying? That's how businesses are done. Hey man, I'm gonna do my part, you do your part. Shake hands. When I walk this way, I'm gonna make sure I do all I said I was gonna do. And when you walk that way, you make sure you do all that you said you was gonna do. And when we can reconvene and meet back in the middle, both of our tasks are done. Now we can elevate to the next level. That's how business works. Before there was contracts, there was handshakes. You know what I'm saying? It didn't take somebody to write. I don't need to sign the contract to mean what I say. When I say it, that's just as good as signing a contract. Are you that dependable? Are you that honest? You know what I'm saying? Is your word just as good as a written contract on paper? Or does somebody feel like they have to get it in writing from you because they don't know, they can't trust you? I would feel disrespected if somebody felt like they couldn't trust my word, because I work so hard to make sure that my word is valid, no matter what it is. You know what I'm saying? So, being a man of your word means a lot, whether you understand it or not, whether you know it or not. The best thing you could do for yourself is be a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? When I was doing what I was doing, I could ask for anything. I could ask for any amount of work. You know why? Because people knew my work ethic. People knew I was out there really getting to it. And people knew I was always going to pay it back. Whether I had to sell something else to pay it back, if I fucked up the money, I was going to get it back. You would have never known I fucked up the money, because you was going to get what you was supposed to get. You was going to get paid. You know what I'm saying? So, especially in that life, you play with somebody money like that, you're done. You know what I'm saying? You bought off more than you could chew. Hey, I ain't trying to hear that, oh, I got this situation, or this happened, or I lost the money, or I got the police took it, or my dog ate it. Nah, hey, man. In that life, that shit don't matter. I gave you the work. I expect the bread. And I expect it when you said it. You know what I'm saying? And when I gave somebody something, if they didn't come back with it when they said they was going to come back with it, I don't care if they came back with it later on. You're never getting anything from me again. You know why? Because you told me it was going to be on this day and you didn't honor it. So that lets me know that you're not in as much control as you say you are. So don't ask me for nothing no more. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't coming with the bread first, don't ask me for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got it for you. You know what I'm saying? But I could, if I wanted to jump back in right now, I could jump back in with no money. I could jump back in with $0. And I can get work from multiple people. Anybody that know me ever from grinding. I guarantee you I can go to anybody and be like, hey, bro, I'm finna get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Let me hold something. Here. When do you want it back? I can get it back by this time. Done deal. Done deal. That's because my word good. You ever heard somebody say word is bond? Word is bond? My word is bond. My word good. If I said it, I meant it. It's going to happen. Regardless. I don't care what I got to do. You going to get that bread. And you going to get it either before or on the day of. But you going to get that bread by the time I told you it's going to have it. And that's real. That's what kept me successful. You know what I'm saying? You would never know if I was up or down. Because if I was down, hey, bro, I need whoop-de-whoop. Here, man. Boom, back rolling. Here you go. It's your bread. Now I'm up, doing my thing. You would never know. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how you build a relationship with a bank. When you get a loan from a bank, that's telling the bank, hey, man, I'm going to borrow this money and I'm going to give it back to you with some interest by this date. You do that, okay, boom. Then the bank say, okay, for sure. So when you come back and ask the bank, hey, let me borrow a little more money this time. They're going to say, hey, well, last time we gave you some money to borrow. You came back with it. and a little more like you was supposed to by the time you was supposed to have it, here you go. And you do it over and over again. That's how you're able to invest in things without using your own money, because you built that relationship with the bank, and they know, hey, he's gonna pay me back. He's gonna have the bread because he did it before. So why not do it again? That's how credit cards work. You know what I'm saying? They give you a limit, and you spend that money, and you make the payment, the interest payment, and the percentage payment every month. And the more you make that payment, they say, hey man, you can keep borrowing money as long as you pay however much we say you need to pay every month to keep us in good standings. You pay your credit card off, boom, your credit goes up, because they're saying, hey, he ain't missed a payment. He's paid us every time we told him to pay him, and he paid back what he owed. Let's give him more money to spend, because he's gonna pay it back. That's how business works. That's how money works. That's how credit works. That's how loans work. Your car loan is the same thing. You know what I'm saying? You taking a loan out on a car, you're saying I'm gonna pay it back. When you make late payments, that make people worried about you, because it says, hey man, we had an agreement. You was gonna pay me the 7th of every month, and you paid me on the 14th this month. You paid me on the 8th this month. You paid me on the 10th this month. I don't like that, because we said the 7th of every month, and you paying me on the 8th, 9th, 10th, whatever day. It ain't the 7th, and it ain't before then. So you feel me? I got the repo man on speed dial. Because if you miss a payment, I'm telling you, he gonna come pick that car up. Because I don't like how you moving right now. And now your credit's gonna go down. Your credit, what? Your credit is credibility. Your credit is credibility. Your credit score, that's basically your man of your word score. You know what I'm saying? How much of a man of your word are you? How much can we trust you? How much can we trust you with? If I can't trust you with $1,000, how can I trust you with 10? If I can't trust you with 10, how can I trust you with 100? You know what I'm saying? You all just run off on a plug twice, man. That shit weak. That shit trash, man. You can't get nowhere like that. That shit temporary, man. And word travels, man. So you want the word to be, hey man, he a good upstanding individual, and he gonna do what he say and say what he do? Or do you want to be some trash and be like, oh man, don't mess with bro. He be saying this, but he can't deliver. Oh, he be talking the big game, but he ain't moving the big game. Or, you don't want that, man. There's no advantage to that. No advantage to somebody being like, yeah, man, he just be talking, man. He ain't got it like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no advantage to somebody being like he ran off. You think somebody gonna give you something? That ain't how it work, man. You know what I'm saying? And in the financial world, you know, in the streets, even in politics, man. You know, people talk all this game and get voted in on their policy. And if they don't uphold their policy, guess what? They're not getting re-voted in. They're going to lose their constituents. They're going to lose the people that voted for them. They're going to vote for somebody else. Why? Because, bro, you said you was going to do this, and when you got in the office, you didn't do it. Now I got to go for somebody else and hope that they be a person of their word. That's how this works, man. That's exactly how this works. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to drag it, you know, because I'm trying to keep these videos shorter. You know, when I get better settings, better location, better camera, I'll be back to making longer videos. I'm sorry, I know some of y'all like shorter videos, but hey man, I got a lot to say. But you know, I just want to get on here, you know, because like I said, I need to make some more videos, catch up with y'all, you know what I'm saying, give y'all some more game to digest. But be a man of your word, man. Ladies, be a woman of your word. You know, say what you mean and mean what you say. Do what you say you're gonna do, even when nobody's watching. Even when nobody's watching, because that's very player of you to be a man of your word. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, man, shout out to the player posse, the player party. You know what I'm saying? The players all around the world. You know what I'm saying? Keep it player. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. You know, this doo-wop, the Don, you know what I'm saying? Big Wop, Wapo Polo, you know what I'm saying? From the umbrella, you know what I'm saying? Where everything comes from the umbrella. You know what I'm saying? Pray daily. Thank God. Hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be blessed because you're blessed to be a blessing. Until next time, holla at your boy. You understand me?